Hey traders, happy weekends. Phil here, Showboating Trader. I'm currently sandwiched in my office here. I've got crud everywhere. I'm surrounded by records, all sorts of things. Look, I've got a bloody Russian hat hanging around from Moscow. Authentic, that. I didn't realise it was animal till I bought it and then regretted it. Anyway, yeah, so what can I tell you about this week? Okay, before we do insight, weekly close. So I haven't had a winning trade in a month. I've been getting my head bashed in by the volatility. So far the numbers aren't too bad. So looking back at last week, I've got the 5k account, the 10k account, right? 5k, nothing's really happening on it. I did have a position close out on it, but I'm not accounting for that now. That will be in the next when the whole trade finishes. So that's flat, but I have managed to lose myself 1.13% on my 10k account. So here's the equity on the 5k. 10k one's beautiful. So the minute I upgraded to a 10k account, you can see I'm really hammering it there. So I'm almost 2.5% down on that. The real reason is, so I had two trades closed here. So I actually somehow managed to lose 1.13% on one trade, which I'm a bit annoyed about because I'm pretty good at managing risk actually. So, I mean, I can handle that. It's not excessively past it, but I do really want to keep it under 1.1% there. So that was on CAD Jappy. Let's see if we've got any bandwidth. Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, so we had a trade here where we were going short and kind of line with this, and it just walked past me and clipped me out. I actually think I pretty much got stopped out to the pip. Look at that sucker there. Brilliant. So I'm not sure what I can learn from that. Yeah, I mean, I assume I was thinking that there was support around 79 and, I put it away, what I consider a chunk behind 79, and it's just pipped me out there. So welcome to trading, you bastards. I've had a lot of that going on the last week or so. But anyway, that's the close. So yeah, I'm down again another week. I think I've been down the last 4 weeks straight. I could probably get you a more accurate thing on that. But yeah, trading is being tough at the moment. Now, here's for the start, weekly insight. So usually I go through all the charts and, pick out bit of things I'm interested in. Turns out I've pretty much got a trade on everything at the moment. I've got 9 trades open. My risk is on the 10k account down here is 3.3%, which is too high. Whilst I will say I'm really good at managing risk, I believe anyway, on each single trade. When you're adding more, when you start getting more trades, it is harder, and you've got trades stopping out and new ones opening. It's harder to manage the actual overall portfolio risk. And I do tend to I've always got an idea of where it is, but not an exact idea. And I've just added it up now and it's 3.3. So I've crept over that. So my week action is watch the risk and effectively bring it down, right? So I'm not going to take any more positions until I can get rid of an existing one. And that doesn't include this Aussie USD one. So let's, instead of going through it, I don't think a lot of these trades are too bad. So let's just go through it. I'm just looking at overall exposure. I've got a couple of Aussie trades in there, a couple of NZD trades, a couple of Jappies, a couple of USDs. So I mean, there is definitely some overlap there, but again, I don't think I'm too insane on that. So let's have a look at these. So this is in order of how long I've been in them. So there's an Aussie USD trade which was on the 5k account, which is sorry, I can't see this thing, probably due to my rather amazing eyes. Yeah, so this is one I actually got pipped out. I got pipped out here on the short, so we're kind of waiting for this to roll over. That's the plan anyway. Not massively in love with it. And what was it saying? 54 pips I'm up, and I think I need to make back 30 to break even on that trade. 30 quid that is. So this is only on the 5k account. So where am I? £8. So yeah, that needs to run a little bit before I can even get to break even. I should really draw out break even on here. So that's that one. That's a bit boring. So CAD CAD Jappy, this order's terrible. Let's look at it on here. Okay, UK 100. So my equities, the favourite suckers that just won't roll over. I've got 3 positions on that. We got a very nice, what I consider to be a pretty reasonable sell signal around here on the daily chart. I think you guys can see that okay. Let's blow it up a bit. Yeah, I think you can see that. So we went short here and a number of other orders here. Looked like it was rolling over. Now it's kind of being a bit of an arse. Again, I think there should be loads of resistance up here because, you know, we're dealing with highs from way back when. So I mean, I went through this yesterday. I won't go back to it, but even back to 2000, we're at highs of then. So I mean, this should roll over. I can't believe I'm saying things like this. This sucker wants to die, right? But you know, there's a lot of manipulation going on. A lot of people aren't trading the indices, and for this reason probably. So there's my UK 100. USD Swiss. Yeah, we had some news. What was it? I can't remember who it was. I don't know. Somebody came back, and we instantly had bullish news for the dollar. So we were kind of short. Where did we get short? I can't remember exactly why I got short on this. It was support and resistance probably. Yeah, I can't exactly remember, so that's not very helpful to people. But yeah, I mean, if you look, I think it was support and resistance. So we were up at these kind of, it must have been. We're up at these kind of highs again. We got a signal to roll over, and then off we went. So that's that really. That's kind of dying to get stopped out. I might have just got lucky here in that it's coming back. I've already had one. No, I haven't had one position out on this. So yeah, we'll just see what that does. That is not looking very pretty at the moment. How are we doing on time? What are we? 7 minutes. Okay, I'll try and wriggle through as quick as I can. Because there is some interesting stuff in here. Silver, yeah, okay, so silver, one I love to keep an eye on. So we've got daily and 8 hourly here. So we've got a reasonable buy signal here, trading the way that I look for it, and it's just basically a simple play. I've been clipped in. I think I've got to use a 2-hour chart to get in on it. I've been clipped in, and we'll just see what it does. So yeah, I've got 0.4% on that. Yeah, and it is around, there's other support around the 17 number, so we're hoping that will run. I might have had that open last time I spoke to you, actually. USD Jappy, what have we got here? USD Jappy. If it's the dollar, it's probably run against us a little bit because of the bullish news. Yep, so once again, sell signal here, not too bad, and we have been kicked back. I managed to get... this was interesting the way I played this, actually, because I actually, first trade got short here. So this is what I was saying by I keep getting pipped in, that's to the pip, that, and then it's come straight against me. So what I actually did was I was still fairly confident with the signal, and I had only a really small amount of risk on, right? So I had 0.11% risk on this first trade. That's because I screwed up the order going short. So what I did was I've taken on a bit more risk with the second order when it pulled back to this 104 level here, assuming that the round number would give some sort of support. So I've managed to build that trade up. So I've got 11 quid there, 17 quid there. So it's still only a 0.3% trade. So it's just a kind of entry thing because I screwed it up. Fortunately for me, I screwed it up and it's gone against me. Because I screwed it up, it's not gone against me as bad, if that makes sense. So that's USD Jappy. USO was beautiful, looked great until right at the end of close of play Friday, and then it started looking bullish again. So I actually got short on this. Where did I get short on this the first time? I think it was around here, got short. I'm now looking at, sorry, you can't see that, on the 8 hourly here. So got short around here, rolled over very nicely. And that was actually one of the close trades for last week because it expired on the 19th, which was Tuesday. So I managed to wriggle out of that with a 22p loss. So I call that a break-even trade, basically. It was just rollover fees caught me. And then I got back in it again up here. So I basically took the play of the signal being short, the fact that it's up at another support level here, it doesn't like 50, and I kind of used the fact that they're quite often with these things, they manipulate the markets at the end of the expiration. So all of those kind of things, I said, right, I'll go short. And I went short with a very small 0.13% risk here, so 13 quid, 0.13 there. And I had another position here, which has a little bit more risk, I believe. Yeah, so 0.3% there, so a heavier weight position. But my stop's up here. So hopefully that will roll. I mean, who knows, right? But hopefully it will roll. I mean, when you start looking at it over on the 2-hour chart, it's starting to look bullish again. But yeah, I mean, the play was a daily. We'll see how it goes. So that was oil. Aussie, New Zealand. Oh, I appreciate this is racking on. Hopefully this is helpful to you. Yeah, do comment on the Facebook page or on the website, but the Facebook page is probably easier. So here we are. What have we got here? Yeah, great. I can upgrade that later. Nice little advert for Office there. So where are we? What signal did I get on? I think it was a daily MACD cross. Yeah, so, you know, I got in a little bit early, I think, but order was sitting here. Ping, in we go. So I've got 0.24% on there. And then off we go. And I've got another position here to load up with a little bit more short. So that's kind of looking all right. The general trend on Aussie New Zealand is down. It's kind of obviously maybe ranging sideways at the moment. But, you know, we can still hopefully get down to this kind of level here. Or maybe even down here. So we'll see. I'm just going to load that in and then trail. So that's Aussie New Zealand looking nice and short. CAD Jappy. Similar thing again. Okay, so CAD Jappy was what nailed me last week. So I got stopped out. So I'd taken, which signal had I taken? I'd taken this signal here on the 8-hour. And yeah, I remember doing a video, and this is how it looked on that video. I can't remember if that was last week or the week before. But yeah, the sucker just ran against me. And I got pipped out, like literally there, as I think I just showed you. But anyway, I've got in again short with you know, there's a more daily signal going on. And unfortunately, it's just clipped my second position. But this was, whilst I don't really give a crud about news, there was a CAD interest rate announcement on, it must have been Friday, looking at that. And yeah, so we're hoping that runs in our favour. So that's going all right there. And then New Zealand Swiss was a trade that I noticed right at the end of the trading day on Friday, which was 8-hour trade. So yeah, trend is generally down on this pair. So I'm looking over at the weekly here. So I mean, it's kind of hard to get a trend. I mean, this trend has been up, but overall is down. So the market's a little bit all over the place, but you know, this is quite a clear signal. And last time we had a kind of nice cross like that, we got quite a run. So I'm maybe hoping that we get these down to maybe this 6905 level. This second position, I've probably gone in small on the first. Yeah, 0.24, and then we'll load up with something a bit heavier, 0.5, and then we'll just see how it goes really. The way things are currently trading for me, I'm not going to get anywhere. Anywhere? Jesus, sorry, I'm tired. I'm not going to get anywhere. I hope to get somewhere. Christ. Yeah, so that's that. So that's all the trades which are open. So there's some quite interesting setups in there actually, but if they all go against me, I'm not going to be happy because I can handle that. But fact is, there'd be a lot, and you know, unless they're all correlated, which they might be. You know, I should be okay. So it'll be interesting. I'm either going to be a really happy man at the end of next week or dire. But yeah, these times are good. These times like kind of test you trading wise. Make sure that you kind of can stick to your plan. Take these beatings. You know, I get more and more used to all these losses. You know, it's not an unfamiliar thing. So I'm just going to keep playing my hand. I keep playing my hand until it gets a little bit better really. Play the same hand again and again and again. Same cards, play the same hand. Anyway, that's that. So there is one trade up. I've got GBP. I still think is a bit all over the place. I've got an order on GBP Swissy actually waiting. Don't particularly love it though. Might cancel that. Euro GBP looked like it was running okay. Actually, let's just look at these whilst we're here. So what did I say? Euro. No, I said GBP Swissy, didn't I? Where are you? Quick. GBP Swissy. So this is a 2-hour thing. So yeah, I've kind of got an order up there. Actually, it's not 2 hour, is it? It must be 8 hour. Daily even? Not certain. Yeah, okay, daily's already been activated, but it's not very convincing. I might chop that order actually. There's also Euro GBP. Yeah, I mean, I kind of looked at this for a while. Again, I don't love it. It's not exactly dying, is it? But I mean, it is moving, so you know, it might be an okay trade. I'm going to avoid GBP for now, to be honest. Euro New Zealand, Euro Kiwi. I saw a setup on this which I thought looked okay. Yeah, it's that 8-hour setup, so it's not ready yet. But yeah, maybe we'll get a run. You know, there's some support here. I don't know. I'm keeping an eye on that one if anyone else wants to keep an eye on it. Overall trend on this pair is down on the weekly, so yeah, make of that what you will if you factor that in. We've done oil, we've done silver. Yeah, gold, similar to silver really. 8 hours, so let me jump back to the daily. So yeah, some of you adventurous gold traders, not something I bother with really. It's basically mimicking silver or whatever, other way around. So news events, haven't read these yet. These are the high ones. Anything there that stands out? These are all high ones, so presumably have some influence. Not really anything I'm going to worry about in there, to be honest. But yeah, that's me. Hopefully that was helpful. Do leave us a comment on the Facebook page. Sorry it was a bit of a longer one, but I think going through some of those trades might have helped. Maybe someone's. I don't think they've run too far yet for some people to get in on them if they want to, if they trade similar to me or whatever. But yeah, I hope it was helpful. Go and have a great week. Crush whatever you're doing, and yeah, I will speak to you soon. Live the dream.